So a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but I'm in college right now. And I'm actually going to college for engineering. And at the college I'm going to, we basically had to build a boat for our freshman, one of our freshman project, basically. And this is something that all freshmen have to do at my school. And it was pretty fun, right? And how it started was at the beginning of the year, we were told about it. It was for one of our classes that we had, which is basically kind of like what it means to be an engineer, that sort of thing. So it's a pretty fun class. We do like labs and stuff a little bit. Pretty cool. Also, this is kind of a crazy spawn. Like I don't like this at all. Hopefully we can find, oh, there's a village. Oh, instantly better. Perfect. Anyways, so basically what we were told, right, is that we were going to have to build a boat. We'll be in teams of 4. And the boat was made of cardboard. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, cardboard. Sounds a little bit sketchy, and it definitely is, right? Definitely is very, very sketchy. But basically it's like almost like cereal box. So if you know what cereal box feels like, it's very similar. It's like kind of waterproof on one side and then just kind of dies on the other if it gets touched by water. So yeah, we had to make sure we built the boat the right side up. Basically though, what happened was we were put into teams of 4. And so for me, I'm majoring in electrical engineering, right? That's kind of my thing. And I was teamed with a mechanical engineer, I think a computer engineer, and then a civil engineer. So it was pretty a well-rounded group. Not that, I don't know if that was a good thing or not. It was just a thing that happened. So yeah, I'm gonna start building tools now. And we're all new to the school, right? So we don't actually know who these people are. We got a list of names. I'm like, okay, who are these people? So I went through, I emailed everybody, said, hey, we gotta meet so we can work on our boat. And everybody responded. So we chose a time to meet. So we met for dinner one day. And this team seemed pretty good. There was one guy who was just like he was really jacked. He was the mechanical engineer. We had 2 other guys who were pretty small, pretty lightweight, and we thought, okay, maybe the skinny guys should be the ones to go in the boat. The other guy who was really big, he said that he had lots of canoeing experience. So we said, okay, we'll put him in the boat with one of the lighter guys. At this point, we hadn't actually started building the boat yet. We had just kind of been talking about it. So about a couple days later, finally decided we got to meet, we got to design this boat. We got to figure out what the heck we're doing. Because this thing is worth like 10% of our final grade, maybe more, I don't remember. So it was a big deal. We had to do well on this boat. Spoiler alert, we did not do well on this boat. Basically, oh goodness. Basically, we met one day and we started designing the boat. Previously, like a week or 2 ago, we had done a lab in the class that basically we were calculating the weight and the size of the boat to figure out how far it would sink. So we used those measurements to try and determine how much we thought the boat would sink and how much weight it could hold and who should go in and stuff. Basically though, I talked to some other people who had done it before, like some upperclassmen, and they said those calculations mean nothing. And I wholeheartedly agree. After what happened when we finally put it in the water, those calculations mean absolutely nothing. Anyways though, I'm getting ahead of myself. Finally, we started building the boat. I don't know what day this was. This was like a Sunday. I think we spent about 7 or 8 hours just building the boat. It was like a Sunday afternoon after church, and we didn't stop till like 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. And yeah, so we just went for it. And we got most of it done. As we were building it, right, we had realized that there were a couple of mistakes were made. One, it was too wide, right? So our goal, maybe I'll put a picture of the boat up on screen. I don't know if I'll do that or not. Basically, it was too wide because the person was going to kneel and kind of like spread his legs apart, and that was too wide because, yeah, it was just too tall. If you're a guy, you understand why. And that was our first building mistake of many. So what we did afterwards is we corrected the heights. We made it so it was more accurate, so we could actually fit inside the boat. I personally wasn't going to get in the boat, but my other teammates were, and it was just too big for them. So basically, what we did is we shortened it, but we made another calculation error with that, because it turns out, right, for you mathematically inclined, why can't I open this? What? Am I lagging on a single player world? This is a single player world. How am I lagging on a single player world? What? Okay. Anyways, let's go see if there's another chest. Basically, okay, fire protection pants. Oh, food, let's go. I need food so bad. Okay. Ooh, quick detour for some breakfast. Basically, the second mistake we made kind of in relation to this is that we made the 2 sides of a triangle both 12 inches, and we expected it to be a right triangle. For those of you who are math inclined, you cannot have 2 sides of a triangle the same and have it still be a right triangle. That's not Physics doesn't work that way, okay? Physics of, yeah. So I was just editing this video, and I've come to realize that what I just said there about the triangles and the 12 inches is not what I meant to say, because I'm actually quite wrong. That is possible, right? If we're here on the good old Microsoft Paint, how do we do this? If we have a triangle here, right, that's like 12 inches, and a triangle here that's like 12 inches, and we go like this can be a right triangle, and that's fine. Both of these are 12 inches. But this here cannot be 24 inches. If you add these two, they cannot equal the third one. Because at that point, you just have 3 straight lines. And that's what we did. We had it 24 inches across, and each of these were 12. And that is not physically possible. This is if this was not 24. But since it is 24, that's why it was physically impossible. I'm sorry. Don't roast me in the comments. So at this point, we were like, dang it, man. We've messed up a lot, actually. So we decided to stop. We went to go grab some dinner. And when we came back, we were like, should we talk to our advisor about this? So basically, we had a student advisor who had done it before. I think he was a junior, and he had done it a couple years ago. And he gave us the idea to make like a W shape. And I'll have a picture on screen of the boat now. Yeah, nobody will be in it, but it'll just be a picture of the boat. And basically, we were like, should we go talk to him? Like, what if we just completely messed this up? Because he actually got like second place when he did it. And we were like, we want to get second place. So we kind of copied his design. Basically, though, we were like, there's no point. Oh wait, there's trees over here. We kind of decided that there was no point in doing that. We were at the point of no return. All we would get is more criticism, and we couldn't fix anything anyways. So we decided, we won't talk to him. Maybe it would have been better if we had talked to him. I don't know. It was fine. Another thing that was going wrong was our design of the front. So we could have had the front like a generic point, but we decided to make it like a pontoon boat and go with 2 points. And that was probably a mistake, because it was just a very, very complex shape, to the point where we really didn't know if we were going to be able to do it. We thought maybe we should just change the shape and make it better. But what we did end up was we just kind of cut a lot of cardboard and just kind of taped it all together. We had a roll of tape, right, to start. We had some cardboard, and that was it. Just tape and cardboard. We had to make everything out of those 2 things. So in order to make like pipes and stuff to make the cardboard, like a tube, we went and bought a shower curtain from the dollar store, and we wrapped the cardboard around that, which is kind of the meta, I think, for that sort of thing. So yeah, the whole thing was just kind of sketchy, So the front was just kind of impossible to do. We did manage to get it, but at that point it was like really late at night. So like we're going to call it quits for today. We'll figure it out. We still had about a week until the competition at that point. And then that was a Sunday night. And Tuesday we decided, okay, we'll meet back up and we'll work on the stuff again. So Tuesday we finished the front and got it pretty much all set. We met again on Thursday to do some final touches, some final tape jobs and stuff for the competition. That would have been the next day on Friday. Oh wait, I was supposed to go find this buried treasure map. What am I doing? I'm getting so distracted. Friday rolls around the next day, and we're just thinking, we just gotta make it float, man. We just gotta get this across. We're not trying to go for top 10 or top 3, whatever the stuff was. We just needed to get across the lake. It's not really a lake, actually. There's like a lake nearby, and it's not a lake, it's a pond, but people call it a lake. I don't know why. It's kind of like, you're glorifying a puddle of water, which I guess is whatever. It's just funny. Anyways, so yeah, we're thinking we just gotta make it across the lake, or the pond. I'm gonna call it pond. We gotta make it across the pond, and it's just, we're stressing. There's like 30 boats, all cardboard, tons of different designs, and we're like, okay, maybe we can do it, maybe. So basically what happens, right? We get up there, we were towards the end. We were like boat 29 out of 32, I think. And what we had done is we had dressed up one of our guys, kind of the jacked guy. We dressed him up as Captain America, because my roommate has a Captain America suit. So we decided to dress him up. My roommate wasn't actually on our team. He was on a different team. He made it across. So lucky him, I didn't make it across, which is kind of a spoiler alert. But yeah, we did not make it across. So basically, he gets in the boat, or he doesn't get in the boat yet. One of the smaller guys on our team gets in the boat, and he slips and like crushes one of the beams when he falls into the boat. And I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, we are dead. Like, well, I'm not, but he is. He is dead. He has just sealed his fate. And like, my other guy gets in, and it's just a struggle from there. They have us sit there for like a minute or two while the other boat gets ready, and it's a pain. we're slowly sinking a little bit. We're still afloat, and then the attendant tells us that we can go. So they start rowing, they start paddling, and it's over. The back starts twisting, it dips into the water starts filling up, and they go down. We didn't get 10 feet into the lake. I keep calling it a lake. I guess I'm calling it a lake. Whatever. We didn't get 10 feet into the lake before we sunk, and the boat just gets absolutely destroyed. And it's unfortunate to think about, but you know, I guess the whole point of it was that you learn from it, and I think we did. If we could do it again, we would obviously do it differently, because we know that doesn't work, because we sank. So we got a bit of a lower grade, and my grade in that class is fine. It's still fine. Yep, so that's the story of how I had to build a boat for school, and it went horribly wrong. Just like pretty bad. Yep. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's one of my first commentary videos. This is my second channel. If you guys don't know, I have a main channel if you're new, and it'll be linked in the description. I do all sorts of like SMP content on there. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out. You should subscribe. I might die here. Hold on. No. Oh, I got him. Let's go.